Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome once again to Breakthrough with Jeff. This is the place we live life with zero limits. Zero limits. And if you're online, shout out to me and kindly forward this to someone that you believe can benefit from our breakthrough conversation. Let them know about this channel and let them subscribe. If you love someone, kindly let them subscribe. Don't just enjoy good things alone. People you love, let them subscribe to this breakthrough coaching channel and let them know that every week there is a video that will inspire them and push them towards the direction of their dreams, where they're living life with zero limits. And so today we are talking about attitude, and people don't know how much their attitude really affects their life. Sometimes, you can live a life where you ignore your attitude, you and not really understand the depth of impact that has on your destiny. Some people just allow life to take them to wherever life would take them. And there's no sense of power, sense of direction, sense of purpose and mission. By now, that's not a very good way of living life. This is about taking back your power. It's about living a purposeful life, understanding what the next 6 years will be about. Because look back to the last 6 years of your life. What kind of attitude has shaped where you are right now? Okay. So when you reflect on your life, then you're able to change. When you're humble enough to look into your life and look into your attitude, then you can change. But most people, we walk around with our eyes closed. We hide ourselves from the truth because we don't want to hear the truth. So your attitude is what you feel towards, number one, your past. Okay? How you feel about your past actually impacts your life big time. Some people, look at the past as a place of curse, a place you don't want to look back to. I like to look at the past as a school. As a school. I like to look at it as a place I learned something. And, as long as you can get something out of your past story, then your past has a place. And by the way, your past has a place in your purpose. And so when you look at your past as a school, you're asking, as a classroom, you're asking, okay, what did I learn? And stop beating yourself up about something that is in your past. But also you need to not allow people to beat you up for things in the past, okay? You need to give yourself permission to make peace with the past, no matter what is there. But for you to do that, you have to look back and make peace. And how do you make peace? By getting some lessons. What are some of the lessons you've learned from your past? What does your past teach you? What do you learn from your past? What are some of the lessons you can actually teach someone? Because the option of beating yourself about things you've already done, you don't get anything out of that. Regrets give you nothing. There's no return on investment, on time spent on regrets. Regrets, blame, that is the work of a victim, okay? So look at the lessons you've learned in your past and apply them. What can you change? Given the person you've been and the mistakes you've done, and that's okay. All of us make mistakes. None of us, even those of us who think we are living a perfect life, we are full of mistakes. We have made mistakes. It's your focus. It's your interpretation of your past that determines how you live your life right now. Your attitude towards your past. What is your attitude towards your past? Is it a school or is it a club? Okay? If it's a school, then there's a lesson. It's a class or is a club. Is it a class? And you can say, okay, I learned that. Oh my God, I had bad boys in the class. This is the experience. I had bad, company in my class. How did I survive that class? You see, you sort of look at our classes with that attitude of, wow, I must be a very strong person to actually survive that class. And you're looking at it with a sense of lessons that you learn. Hey, I learned never again to give away my power. I learned. What did you learn from your past? I want you to share. What are your lessons? Share on the comments down there. If you're online, no matter what time you're online, and you can listen to me, you can hear my voice, just comment down there. What are some of the lessons you have learned? You see, some of us will never heal from our past until we can share a lesson from the past. The past will not let you go until you can find something from it. It will not let you go. What is the lesson? Share down there. What are some of the lessons you've learned in your past? I'm looking for your comments down there. You have to come to a place of accepting total responsibility over your past so that you live life of no regrets. Life of no regrets. Begin to see the beauty of your past so that you can go past the bitterness of the present. Begin to see the beauty. And there is none of us that doesn't have the beauty. It's only that our attitude of the past either makes us ignore anything, any good that might have come, from that gift of our past. We ignore it. And all we focus on is the bad things, the bad teachers. What is the good? What are the lessons you've learned in your past? Share them with me so we can heal. We can heal ourselves, heal our community, heal our society. What are the lessons that you've learned? I'm curious. I want to know. Because for you to design a better life, you have to make peace with your past. And for you to make your peace with the past, then the past must mean something to you. It must bring a sense of meaning and mission. God does not waste trials, temptations. All that you've gone through is not a waste. There's a reason. And if you want to change the next 6 years of your life, you need to take some time and reflect. What does my past mean to me? What are the lessons I get out of my past? What are the lessons? Until you can find a lesson from your past will still be after your soul. Your past will go after you until it can mean something to you. And this is where you have to be vulnerable. Be vulnerable. Vulnerability is power. And you can be vulnerable and open and begin to share openly with the world. You see, you went through this. This was your journey. This was your struggle. You went through this struggle. You overcame it, or you're in the process of overcoming it. That's how we heal, by sharing our struggle. We heal by sharing what we've been through. But as long as your life is filled with shame, you're ashamed of yourself, you're ashamed of your past, you're ashamed of your parents, you're ashamed of your teachers, you're ashamed of your mistakes. Don't be ashamed of your mistakes. Instead, look for the lessons. Be grateful to God for giving you the gift of life with whatever it brought. Now, after dealing with your past, the next one that determines your attitude, the next step is your attitude towards the present moment, the right here moment, your present. What is your attitude towards your present? Now, there are some of us that we don't like the present. And so we are always lost in the drama of the past, or we are lost in the imagination of the future, so that we can run away from the present, because to us, the present is scary. The present is unlookable, if there's such a word. I don't want to look where I am. Let me tell you, if you don't look at this day and be honest with yourself and see where you are, the way you are, the way you're treating yourself, and the way, if you maintain the same momentum, excuse me, you will remain the same person and your life will never change. If you don't look at today honestly, with an attitude that is open to a new beginning, with the freshness of this moment, without getting distracted by fear of the past, of the insecurity that you are not enough, or something is missing in you, then you will never change. Why? Change is only in the moment. Change is only in the moment. You cannot change tomorrow. You can't change yesterday. You can only change in the moment, right now. And so if you have this attitude of always running away from the moment with distractions, drinking, smoking, being dramatic and stuff, to run from your moment, you're running from here. That drinking pattern, hanging out with lousy, empty, directionless people, is just your way of running away from the present. And I understand you're not strong. You're not strong, but you can make a decision to be strong. When you're giving away your power, you're agreeing with the lower version of you. That makes you less strong. But your strength is only a decision away. You can empower yourself right now and make a different decision. Be here. Hear the sound of this present moment. Hear the voice of your soul calling you to create a new beginning, to look at the next 6 years. I look at my own life, the last 6 years of my life, right now, decisions I made. If I was scared of the present moment, ignored it, or turned a blind eye on it, I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't be having a best-selling, international best-selling book. I wouldn't be influencing so many coaches across the world and touching clients across the globe. I have clients in America, in Europe, in Africa, every continent. I'm making an impact because 6 years ago, I made a decision to evaluate where I am and make some changes, adjustments. You see, if that never happens, then you dig your head, into the sand and pretend that you're okay, or pretend that things are too bad for you to get started. And that's the thing. The reason we dig our head into the sand is so that we don't try. Is so that things become so difficult that we can't try. What's the point of trying? You think you're in a deep pit, and you begin digging, begin one step after another, or just accepting, this is where I am, I'm in a pit. Can you accept that? That's the beginning of greatness, is to accept where you are right now and have that attitude of being fearlessly truthful Seize this moment. Be present, be here, feel your feet on the floor. You're there, you're connected to the earth, you're present. See what is happening right now. What kind of decisions are you making? Who am I becoming? Who am I becoming? Who am I becoming? Who am I becoming? Given my attitude, given my fears, my worry, my uncertainty, who am I becoming? What am I giving away? Am I giving away my life? Am I giving away my future? Am I giving away my destiny? Who am I becoming? You can have a true, deep inner conversation with yourself. This is where you have to withdraw yourself from the crowds so you can hear the voice of your destiny. Who am I becoming? Now, another attitude is the attitude, so you want to investigate your attitude of the past. Is it a class or is it a club? The attitude of your present. Oh, am I open? Am I truthful to this moment? Who am I becoming in this moment? How can I use this moment to the best of my ability to better my life? How can I enjoy this moment? That's the attitude. How can I enjoy this moment and make it even better? Now, the last attitude, the last one that I want to discuss with you in this short video is your attitude about your future. The thoughts, the feelings that you have about your future. The future can mean so many things. To the victim, the future is dark. To the master, the future is bright. The future means so many things to so many people. What is your vision of the future? Like I say, for me, I usually think 6 years. What is your vision for the next 6 years? From today, from this moment, what do you see? What do you see in the future? Is it a compelling vision? Like you're thinking, wow, I am in my best shape in terms of my health. You can imagine that. Financial freedom. You can see that deep relationship, connection with your God, fearless, grounded place. What do you see? Does it excite you? So this is where the science of visualization, you're able to imagine a better place. Only the guys that were able to have faith in the existence of the promised land actually reached there. The promised land is only open to people that can raise the standard of their faith and see impossibilities in the future. You have to become the prophet of your life and believe it. Create a story and believe that story, because no one will create a beautiful story for you if you don't do it for yourself. No one will. If it's gonna be, it's up to you. Otherwise, 10 years, 6 years from today, you'll still be the same person. Talking about the same story, hanging out with the same people, having the same complaints, the same excuses. Only this time you're older. You're 6 years older. You're weaker. You're because of your attitude towards life, the future. There are many people who've changed their destiny by, in the present, creating a compelling vision, a vision that pulls you to the future, to a brighter, bigger future. Now, if you want a bigger vision than you, then you must think of two things. Number one, grow and contribute. Your vision must include growing and contributing. Those two, if they are not in your vision, you're not even growing. You're not beginning to imagine. You're not thinking about a better version of you. The vision must excite you. The growth and contribution must excite you. It's something that you look forward to. What vision do you have? When you imagine yourself, what vision do you have? What's the best version of you? Okay? Then you see, another thing I would like to add here is your attitude towards yourself. And it's interesting that people may have a good attitude towards other people, but very bad attitude towards themselves. And so we always have this attitude of ignoring our greatness, ignoring our beauty, ignoring our strength, and always looking at what's bad, what's wrong about ourselves. And we even get ashamed of our own greatness, ashamed of our own gifts. We don't talk about them. Okay, so we have poor attitude. You cannot get anywhere with a poor attitude towards yourself. That has to shift. And you see what? People will not treat you any better than you're treating yourself. And even if people talk about you, don't worry. Let them talk. Prioritize loving yourself. Prioritize accepting yourself. Prioritize, bringing yourself to that place of feeling good about yourself. Recognize your value. Raise your standard of your value all the time. Because we are teaching the world how to treat us always. So those attitude you have about your past, attitude you have about your present, attitude you have about your future, attitude you have about yourself will actually determine and shape your destiny. And it doesn't matter whether you turn a blind eye to these attitudes, they are wrecking you or they're building you. You're never bigger than your attitude. Your attitude will determine your altitude. How far you can go, it's your attitude. Your attitude will determine your beliefs, what you believe to be possible. It's your attitude. Change your attitude, change your life. Begin with attitude towards yourself. Begin to appreciate yourself. You got to appreciate this moment. Create a vision for the future. Make peace with the past. No excuses. There's no other way. There's no back door. It's either you're taking back your life or you leave it to the dogs. It's your decision. This is your choice. You're making it right now. Even not making a choice, you're making a choice. I wish you all the best. I wish you, a brilliant choice, to make a brilliant choice of your destiny. Investigate your life, the life you're living today. And I want you to comment down there. What is your vision? Who are you becoming? What decisions are you making? Either in those areas of attitude towards yourself, the present moment, the future, and the past. What decisions are you making, and who are you becoming? I want to know. Leave your comment there. I'll read all of them. Thank you and God bless. Live with passion. Live in the present moment. Live with zero limits. Goodbye.